Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play LOTRO with me, Balthelion. So today I've already made my way down to Elfrith, the last scout. So he is down in the very southern bit of the Gravenwood on the middle pathway down towards the Gap of Rohan. So it's... I've been attacked. So slightly west of the encampment where Fairdred is, and then sort of south down past through the Gravenwood. And a White-Hand Warrior has decided to ambush me. Do you mind, sir? I'm currently reading my map. Right, speak to him, and you can probably guess what's going to happen. Yep, we're going to get 3 quests to do for this guy as well. So, Silent Riders.
Welcome, my friend.
You there. Leoford sent you? I have news for you to take to him. A band of orcs bearing the mark of the White Hand has entered the Gravenwood, and has been clear-cutting the forest here. I know not for what purpose, but they have been shipping the wood eastward. Yeah, basically, Saruman needs wood, and he's basically... I don't know, well, he could, I suppose, do Fangorn. Fangorn is closer, but, you know. The trees there don't like it, shall we say, although we haven't come across them yet. If you wish it to be of further assistance, I may have other tasks for you before you go. Yeah, I know you would. So, what have we got?
Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
The orcs of Ak-Gru may be preparing to wage war on the Dunlendings, though I doubt it, for they seem not to care about the Dunlendings moving through the Gravenwood, but they might just as well be preparing to pour out the Misty Mountains against Rohan. I would have you clear-cut these orcs just as they lay waste to the forest around them. Perhaps then they will understand that Rohan is still strong.
Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
Pendulous, while I have no care for the Dunlendings and their forest, I do wonder how much wood these orcs have already cut. This may help decipher for what the wood would be used. A relatively small amount may indicate something as simple as firewood or spears. A large amount, on the other hand, may indicate the construction of siege weapons. If you wish to help me, go to their encampment, Ak-Gru, and investigate the clear-cut wood. Perhaps you will be able to determine exactly how much wood the orcs have taken, and how much more it appears they are determined to take.
The Rohhirim are grateful for your aid.
If you enter Ak-Gru to hunt orcs, bring back trophies of your victories. I would build a wall of orc heads to stand as a warning to these vile creatures. What say you? Okay, so where we're going now, slightly to the east of where we are, alongside the other hill, is the other camp. So we're just going to mount up. It's a little short distance east. But they're basically on this hill up here that we can't really see too well. So we're going to head slightly northeast. Avoid this guy. So you can kind of see like a tent on the map there to indicate that these guys are here. There we go. Discovered Ak-Gru. That's another thing we need to discover. And that completes the exploring the Gravenwood. So as you see, we haven't actually tried to explore the Gravenwood specifically for the deed. We automatically end up finding it just by doing the quest. So that's always nice. So we're entering this camp. We need to scout the camp. We need to defeat 10 orcs and collect orc heads. So pretty much everything can drop an orc head. I'm not sure it's necessarily a guaranteed drop. They are going to do defilers, which are going to drop these irritating totems as always. And the berserkers will probably try doing some self-heals as well, which will be a nuisance, but we'll see. There we go, murder that. Oh, there's another defiler over here. God, these totems have got quite a range on them. Reducing my run speed and sapping my power, how dare they. There we go. Luckily the totems despawn though. There we go, we've got 1 orc head. It might only be the big guys that drop an orc head, if I remember correctly. We'll drag him over to the defiler just because the defiler is a ranged mob. He's going to die to my bleeds anyway. There we go. 2 orc heads. 3rd orc head. There we go. We've gone deep enough into the camp to finish the scouting now. About halfway into the camp from where we started. And still need to kill 3 more orcs. So that's going to be these 3 over here. Group them up, knock them down. There we go. I'll kill your totem as well, Sam. Look at that, nice damage. There we go. So all 3 quests done. Wasn't that nice and easy? That's probably the quickest of all 3 of the scout camps. So we're going to jump off the cliff, break our horse's legs. It's only 18 seconds, but a few episodes back I jumped off a much smaller cliff and broke it for 30 seconds. Broken leg logic in this game is a bit weird sometimes. We need to go behind this skirmisher, hopefully without pulling him. And hand these guys in. Now that skirmisher is probably going to walk over to me while I'm talking.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Well done, Pendulous. The orcs of Akru will now know that the Rohhirim are not to be trifled with. Oh no, it's one to the right that's aggroed first. Okay. I knew one of them would do it. Don't you mind while I'm trying to narrate, the Krabben might come over here now.
Welcome, my friend.
I think you are right, Pendulous. I wager that the orcs are indeed preparing for war. This is a more dire than I thought.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Victory, Pendulous! I will use these as a warning to the orcs that their presence will not be tolerated. He's referred to the orc heads. My thanks to you. I'm not sure if the other quest actually had any cosmetics. I wasn't paying much attention. Got a dragon head. How does this die? Make it red. So only the bottom bit dies there. Clan weave robe. That goes with the trousers that we saw before. I'm not sure if I actually selected the trousers as a reward though. No. So I can't show you as a combined cosmetic, but it's kind of a similar kind of thing, but like a roby tunic. I think it was called like clan weave leggings or something like that. And then the trousers are just a plain horrible trousers. So hand that in. So now we need to go all the way back to Leofward back at the camp. So we're going to head slightly northwest and then go full east. And of course the archers aggroed me on the way out. But yeah, so now we're going to pretty much finish off with these guys. We're going to pretty much bid farewell to Theodred at the moment. We've helped him out a little bit with his little scouting operation. And I think once we've handed this in, we're going to be sent back northwards towards the Falcon clan, because we need to fill them in on our scouting report of Dunland, basically. Because if you remember, they dispatched us after Galtrev, basically said go out and meet the other clans, kind of like get the lay of land for what's going on in Dunland. You know, which clans are friendly, which clans are trying to stand against Saruman, which clans are joining Saruman, and which clans are kind of in the middle and don't really want any part of this kind of war. And now we've kind of like found out. So yeah, we're going to go tell them guys, yep, you can trust these people, you can not trust these people, and so on and so forth. So not too far away now. Don't pull the dog. I saw him a bit too late. So yeah, here's the camp over here. But yeah, so Theodred, we will obviously see him again a bit later on in the story. He's just going to wander back to the rest of his people, given that he's only got a couple of his best riders, his best scouts with him at the moment. So speak to Leofward.
Welcome, my friend.
This news is distressing. The orcs are of little concern to me. Let them consume the Dunlendings' wood. Okay. But the companies of Dunlending warriors troubles me. From what you tell me, they will be converging upon the mustering tree, and that is an ill omen. Despite the enmity of the Draegluv have shown their countrymen, I think it more likely that both companies are meeting as allies to join the host gathering in Wolf's Cleft. I must think upon this problem. So we can either get a pocket item, we can get some gloves, which are fairly plain, or we can get a shoulder piece. So a bit of leather shoulders and then like a little tunic-y bit. Not tunic-y bit, like a scarfy bit. So we've got a follow-up quest.
Friend, may I have a moment of your time?
Now, this instance can only be run solo, but depending on how you do it, it can be an absolute bastard, unless they've nerfed it. So if you are squishy, be warned, you may struggle with this. You may need to resort to extreme kiting or extreme self-healing, or a bit of both. I am distressed, Pendulous. I fear that Kufrik's insolent goading of the Ox Clan captain has compromised our mission. More than that, both companies now converge upon the mustering tree, and I fear that once they have combined their strength, they will overrun our camp, and Theodred will have to fall back. I will join Firbolg, Elfrith and Kufrik and make a stand against the foe. Will you join me, Pendulous? At the least, we will have an end worthy of remembrance. We don't even have to go and die at the tree. We could just go. But whatever. Let me know what you decide, my friend. But I must know soon. So, there we go. So you're going to have to ditch group if you're doing this.
Scouts are a brave lot, but I am uncertain that facing the combined might of the Ox clan and the Dragon clan is the wisest course of action. Perhaps with a hero's aid, they may indeed stave off the storm blowing south to Rohan.
Okay, so we are around the tree. Obviously, we've got some pretty heavy fog at the moment. But just bear in mind the tree, the horses, and the NPCs. Plan Pendulous. We are few against 2 companies of Dunlending warriors. I plan only to take as many of them as I can with me to the grave, and I hope that my sacrifice is not in vain. You don't need to die! You could have just turned town, headed back towards Rohan, you bloody idiot. I cannot fault you for preserving your own life, so if the battle goes ill, you may take Longstride and escape the battle. To arms, brothers! For Eorl! For Helm! To arms! So bear in mind, the horse is kind of like on the north side of the tree, the northwestern side. Now we have to stay alive until this timer runs out, by any means necessary. Now what you're going to probably find is that over time the NPCs will scatter around to different places. Ideally, you'd like them all to be in the same place and you to be with them, but it doesn't always work out like that. Now he has stunned me. So we want to keep the NPCs alive. The more NPCs we keep alive, the easier it will be on us. Because once they die, it means that all the baddies will come directly for us instead. Now they will come from all different directions towards the tree, and basically if they see you or one of the NPCs, the Rohhirim guys, they're going to start attacking that person if they get close enough. So it's quite possible that they could walk all the way to the tree and not see anyone, in which case they'll just like lurk around waiting for someone. Now you'll see, here we go, they've split up now. So we've got 2 of them that have now gone west and 2 of them have gone east, just because they've gone to attack whatever they deem to be the nearest thing. Now, okay, so now we've got 3 to the east and 1 to the north. Let's come over here and help them. Okay, now they're actually grouping up again, so that's good. But yeah, if worst comes to worst, if you're a healing class, you can keep yourself and these guys topped up. So if you're a minstrel, runekeeper, you might just want to heal these guys through it, let them do all the work. Or you know, if you're a captain, or even like a hill spect burglar, hill spect Bjorning. If you're really struggling, just go hill spec and heal your way through it. But yeah, at the minute we're doing all right. Obviously these guys, they do hurt. If you were the one tanking everything here because the NPCs are dead, it would be a nightmare. But so far, because we can kill stuff pretty quick, we can help them kill stuff pretty quick. Life is good. But the problem is if they do get split up, if one guy gets split up on his own, and he has, you know, 2, 3, 4 Dunlendings attacking him, and no help from you, then he's probably going to die. Yeah, so far so good. If we can just keep up this pace, we should be okay. And we've actually completely reset, which is nice. Let's eat some food. Give me a bit more regen. So they can actually see stuff a bit further away than I can in this fog. Well, tell a lie, because I've got floaty names on, so I can see them. But still. So, murder this boy. Darkness take you. So look, we've got one Ox Clan guy here, but those 2 have decided to still run off. Yeah, their logic is sometimes a bit baffling. Oh! Did one of them die? Why did I get kicked out? I don't know. What happened there? That was really weird. Why did I get kicked out? None of the NPCs died. And I don't think I was anywhere near the horse to accidentally click on the horse. And it doesn't say anywhere in my chat log that the instance was failed. How bizarre. Ah well, I guess we're doing this for another 7.5 minutes then. Let's see what they do. Yeah, I think the 3 scouts are expendable. I mean, all I've got to do is defend the tree. It doesn't say this person must not die, and they're not escort NPCs with the little vital bars. So they are allowed to die. And I think all 4 of them are allowed to die. Not just the 3 scouts. And you have to protect Learfall or something. And I've just dragged a skill off my skill bar. Which was that? Raging Blade? No, that's Raging Blade, isn't it? I've got Blade Storm. Fury of Blades? That's probably what it was, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, murder, murder, murder. Don't you guys die. But the good thing is, if I hit a few of these mobs, they should start attacking me, because I probably should be generating more threat than they do. There we go, spank him. That was a nice hit on this guy. Must have done about 8k or something. Darkness take you. So the horse is over here. Where are you 2 boys going? No, they're going to help their friends over here. There's someone running around from the south. There's another one behind me somewhere as well. Okay, this guy's in trouble here. We'll help him first because he's on his own and he's on yellow health. There we go. Hopefully he'll get some regen back before he gets into another fight. 6.5k. No, you're not going to give yourself any time, are you? There we go. Spank you, spank you. So we need to be especially careful with Elfrith because he's a bit low now. So where's he going? Them 2 have found something else to attack. Elfrith's actually taken a bit of damage from something. Deal with these archers. We've still got 5 minutes to go. I shall not die at your hands, elf. I'm just going to hit you enough to get aggro. Then we'll use second wind, get some power back. 912 power, why not? Just hit these guys just to get aggro. Come and hit this guy to get aggro. I'll take all the damages. I'll tank all of those mobs for you. Spank, spank. 4 minutes 45 to go. Turbold is taking a bit of damage now as well, but he is still technically green. Elfrith's hanging in there. I've been stunned. That's not good. That should be enough to get aggro on these guys. Let's get the archer. Okay, that's that. They're murdered. I think they're still alive. 4 minutes to go. Elfrith is down to 4.4k. He's pretty critical. But the sad thing is, because they just go running straight off into another Dunlending, and the Dunlending people are coming straight to us anyway, there's very little time spent out of combat. So he's not getting any out of combat regen, really. Because he just keeps running from one fight straight to the next. So that doesn't really do him any good. And it doesn't help when he's the one to run off first, so that the mobs attack him. But so far we're doing alright. 3.5 minutes to go. Yeah, run away from that mob. Oh, we're going to run straight towards another one anyway. He's now going orange. He's getting pretty severe. I'm out of power again. Second wind. Spank him. Okay, I'm going to run with the guy who's on low morale. Just to try and and preserve him as best as possible. Completed Dunlending Slayer Advanced. Oh, you've split up again. I'm going to have to go after Elfric and protect him. Can he get a bit of regen going here? Because he's gone the long way around the tree. No, he's still on 2.6k. Oh, it's not good, is it? Right. Oh, he doesn't want to lose aggro. There you go. And I don't know which way you're going. You're coming with me. Good. Now, sadly, this guy, therefore, is now also pretty low. He's now entered yellow. Elfrith is orange. We have 2.5 minutes to go. I think Elfrith is going to be dead soon. I don't think he's long for this world. He's down to 1.7k. Oh no, they have briefly reset. Oh no, Elfrith has gained morale. Yes, he's back up to 6.2k because they were out of combat for a little bit. So who knows? They might technically survive to the end of the instance, but then I just say, "See you later. It's your problem now. I'll nick your horse and leave you for dead," even though you were going to make it. Imagine that. What a dick move. But the minute they're all hitting me anyway. Elfrith's down to 5.2, Leofward's down to 5. That's not the end of the world. No, they're not resetting. They're going to fight this guy. 1 minute 30 to go. That's that done. Another captain. So a lot of these guys you'll see are the signature guys, the captains. So yeah, they do hit a bit harder than the average mob. We did go briefly out of combat for a moment there. So let's use another second wind, get some power. Just because we're permanently in combat spamming the high damage skills at the minute. 1 minute to go. Hang in there. Left ward's nearly dead. 4k left. Oh, you found another mob over in the distance. How are you doing? You're on 3k. You're not doing well. So if we all just stood in one place, you know, put your backs to the tree. You guys deal with any melee mobs. I'll melee them as well, and then I can run off and get the archers for you, and we'd be fine. We'd all survive. Or alternatively, like I said, when we were all back at the camp, we could have just not come here in the first place. But whatever, we could have gone and met back with the rest of Fairdred's riders and maybe come up with a bit of a better defence against these guys. 10 seconds. Everyone has made it to the end of the instance. The archer is shooting me in the arse. There we go. Completed instance taking a stand. Fantastic. We need to talk to Leofward at the Rohhirim scout camp. It's going to kick me out anyway. I can't even finish killing this mob. But everyone did make it. Allegedly.
Greetings, friend of the Rohhirim.
Ah, Pendulous. I was rendered unconscious during the battle, but apparently the Dunlendings fought me dead. When they had removed themselves from the mustering tree, your ranger friend found me and brought me back here. I will live, but others are lost forever, but in song. Okay, so the other guys did officially die. We just left them for dead. Our lost companions will be missed, but I believe our actions will hinder the war efforts of the Dunlendings, though to what degree I cannot yet say. So we have a cloak, which is kind of like a feathery sort of cloak. Which bit dies? It's going to be the middle section which will die. So maybe that would look good in black. No, I don't like the yellow lines on this one. Or we have some shoulder pads, fairly plain shoulder pads, or some boots. So it's just kind of some leather ones with some shin guards. Finish that. We'll have another quest, but I think we'll stop here then, and we will take that quest next time. So until then, see you guys later.